Listen, I knew nothing about this. I always kept my cool. Like I wasn't talking about it. Got to one point that I noticed something was happening. They become best friends. I become the third wheel. I don't really care what anyone. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Scilla, and yes, we are back with another video. So today we are going to be chatting. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys stuff. Okay, it's about what some people I called friends did to me in college that resulted in this whole thing. So I hope you enjoy this, but to make this not so boring, I'll be doing my makeup while talking to you guys. So sit back, grab some popcorn or any snack that you like most, and sit back, listen to what we are saying. Okay, this story is something that actually got to me so much, but I don't hold on to it, and I don't really care what anyone did. We are all living our lives, and that's what matters. So sit back. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe, join the family. Let's do this. Okay, we are gradually getting there. We are now at 235 subscribers. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I hope you keep sharing the videos, inviting your friends to watch, and then let's get more subscribers. Let's grow this channel. Okay, so let's get right into the video. What happened? I know that's what you're asking. Throughout my life, I've had friendship issues. Right from junior high school to senior high school and then to college, I've had friendship issues. You know that thing, most of the time it was being the third wheel. Sometimes I'm friends with somebody, right? You know, I don't know if you guys have experienced this. I'm friends with somebody, and then I introduce this somebody to another friend of mine. They become best friends. I become the third wheel. That's what happens to me most of the time. And then I become the third wheel, so I just draw back from such friendships where I happen to be the third wheel. I do not like that, and so I draw back from it. But this time around, in college, I became the women's commissioner. Those who know, they know. So I became the women's commissioner, and then I had to move from my hall to another hall, right? Sorry, I had to move from my hall to a room that was allocated for prefects. So it was only prefects in that room. And then this room, when we went there, I knew, of course, I had opponents while going for the position. So I knew not everyone would like you, but I liked everyone. I was always just careful who I relate with and then how I relate with them. So I didn't really have issues with anyone, and I was friends with everyone. I was cool with everyone. So I was friends with this lady. We were in the same class, so we walked around most of the time, and she was quite close to me, so we walked around most of the time. I called her a friend. Now on to why I actually became friends with her. You know, I'm attracted to intelligence. That's one thing about me. I'm attracted to intelligent people. So once I see someone who is quite brainy, and I think I have a lot to learn from such a person, I easily become friends with them because I feel I can learn something from this person. So I easily become friends with them. So I became friends with this lady, right? And then it got to a point that I noticed something was happening. So I noticed something was off, right? We came back home from a break, a semester break, and then I noticed this friend of mine was acting some way. I overheard her talking to someone a couple of times, and it's like there was an issue going on that she wasn't talking to me about. Mind you, we weren't actually sharing secrets or anything, but we used to talk, right? We used to talk about quite a number of things. So if there was something bothering her, I felt she could talk to me about it, right? But she wasn't talking to me about it. She was just always having this kind of distress call and all those things. And then I was with her one time, and she was talking to this person that she usually talks to, So I overheard her talking about someone saying something to her boyfriend and all those things. But she didn't talk to me about it, so I also kept quiet. I didn't really say anything about it. And then another time, we were preparing to go somewhere, and this person called again. I was like 2 meters away from where I was, so I could clearly hear whatever she was saying on the phone. And then I heard my name, right? I heard my first name, Scilla. But I assumed it wasn't me because she hasn't talked to me about anything. So I assumed it wasn't me. And then went about doing my thing. So occasionally she would start insinuating things, like not talking to anyone in particular, but she would start casting insinuations in the room, like someone did something to her, the person is jealous of her, and all those things, right? But my spirit was telling me that, like, I was having this feeling that this issue concerns me, because she would sometimes swish around me, like she would be acting some way around me and not saying anything to me in particular. So she would start casting insinuations in the room, like someone did something to her, the person is jealous and all that, right? So one day she started doing that thing, casting insinuations. And then she said something like, I was lying on my bed and she was not talking to no one in particular. She was just talking in the air. So I was lying on my bed and I heard her say something like, so I've been working with you all this while. That was my friend talking. I've been working with you all this while. You're jealous of me. You called my boyfriend who is outside the country, to tell him I have another boyfriend in Ghana. And then you called the one in Ghana to tell him I have another boyfriend outside the country. So I was like, when she said, so I've been working with you, I was like alerted. I was alarmed. I was like, what's she talking about? I'm the one you've been working with since we started this whole thing, so this whole friendship thing. So who is she talking about? And what has the person done to her? So since she wasn't talking to anyone in particular, I didn't ask her about it, but I started thinking about it. Like, I started having the feeling that something has happened that I have no idea of. So I didn't confront her the whole time. Mind you, until now, I've not confronted her on this issue. We just talk and all that, but no one has talked about it. No one has been confronted on it. So this thing kept going on for a while, and I always kept my cool. Like, I wasn't talking about it. So one time I told her, someone told me, like, Scilla, you are the women's commissioner. Why don't you talk to her to, like, confront the person? So everyone was like, she should confront the person and ask the person about it rather than just casting insinuations, because no one knows what you are talking about, and if you don't confront the person, how the person know, like, she's the one you are talking about? So we were all there. No one was talking about it. Occasionally she would start casting her insinuations, and then she was still working with me, by the way. She was still moving with me, like we were still doing stuff together. We would literally go everywhere together, you understand? So we were there. She was there and I was also there, everyone minding their business. So one time I asked her, we're going to call my friend Apple, right? We call her Apple. So I asked Apple, is something going on that you're not telling me? I feel there's something going on and you're not telling me. Is it relating to me? Am I involved? Has something happened that you need to ask me? She said, no, nothing has happened. There's no issue. Everything is fine. I said, but I feel there's something going on and you're not telling me. She said, no, everything is fine. There's no problem. So I just let it go. I asked her another time, is something going on? She said, no, nothing is going on. I was like, okay. So we were there. And then one time, we were in class. And then I saw her talking to another mutual friend of ours. This lady was like someone I also admired because we were in the same denomination and we were both executives in the denomination. So I respected her that much. And then she talked to her. So I realized she was talking to her about the issue. And then I heard her tell the lady that someone has called the boyfriend outside the country to tell him that she's having another boyfriend in Ghana, and then the person also called the boyfriend in the country to tell him that she's having another boyfriend outside the country. And then she told this mutual friend of ours, I'll call her Banana, right? I'm going to call her Banana. Apple told Banana that the person who did it has always not been in agreement with that thing that she does. Like this person that made the calls always told her that she shouldn't do that. It's bad. She shouldn't have a boyfriend outside the country and then another boyfriend in the country. So like she's double dating, so it's not good. So what Apple told Banana was like, this thing, I'm so bad at storytelling, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm bad at storytelling, but let's take it like that. So Apple told Banana that this friend that she has been working with always tells her she's not in agreement with that thing that she does, so she should stop, right? And then I heard I was not actually eavesdropping, but they weren't trying to have a secret conversation, you understand me? So I was actually hearing what they were saying, and if something is about me, I would easily hear you talking about it. So I heard whatever they were saying. So another time, I was now coming to class. She went to class before me, right? Because I went for a meeting and then I didn't go with my friend to class. So she went before me. And there was no lecturer in class when I was entering. So they were chatting. Everyone was like doing their own thing and stuff. And then I entered. Then she was talking to, Apple was talking to Banana again. And then as soon as I saw them staring at me while I was entering the class. Right, so they were looking at me while I was entering the class, and I was also looking at them. So I greeted them and passed to go take my seat. And then I heard Banana telling Apple, hey, so is she that bad? Like, why would a friend do this to you? So because you don't agree with what someone is doing, you have to go behind the person and do this to her. And then I heard Apple telling Banana that, so it's not surprising because she always said it's bad, what I'm doing is bad and all those things. And then I immediately realized this whole thing is about me. Like this whole issue that has been going on is about me. I'm the one she's been insinuating about or on or whatever. I realized it was about me. So I got and I was like, should I go and ask her about it? Should I confront her about it and all that? So after that day, a lot of things happened that made me feel I was actually the one that she's been casting insinuations on. And in Ghana we say in our local dialect that equity and mirror, right? So if something is relating to you, once the insinuation is being cast, you will know it's you. Whatever relates to you, you will know. So I was like, seriously, this thing is happening and no one is talking to me about it. I know I look like a caricature, but Let's take it like that. So this thing kept going on for a very long time. Apple and Banana were always talking about me. Anytime they see me coming, they'll be looking at me and still chatting, talking about it. As soon as I get closer, then they will go their separate ways. So I realized this is actually about me. Like, whatever is going on is about me. And no one asked me about it, so I didn't ask anyone about it.